What up?
What's good, brother?
What's going on, people? How y'all doing? What's up with y'all?
Yeah, I usually go on in the beginning. I forget. Gotta put it. Shut up, bro.
Hey, tell me. I don't know if you put the actual graphic on it
Which graphic?
for the show.
Oh no, it's not up there. Where was I supposed to put it at?
It's on what?
the
But
logo?
nah,
Yeah.
it's not there. But I guess we live now, so
Yeah.
we can fix it later.
We'll send this nigga back to training, bro.
Hey, I ain't been trained in this.
But yeah, fellas,
What's good? F it, we'll do it live.
There we go. Oh boy, getting better. It's called growth.
Hell yeah, I can't mess up 4 weeks in a row.
your limit's 3. I got you.
Three's all right.
Yeah, so what's going on this week, fellas?
Shit, man, just chilling. Really, not too much.
Yeah, we gotta.
You gotta watch that. You said you watch? Did you say you watched the video for the Liz joint?
Nah, I ain't seen it.
Oh yeah, she
I
was
ain't
out there
seen it.
slapping fire out of people. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Debo Lottie.
hey, like I was like,
Got more head than
like
she
I
got
say,
body.
man. Hey,
She had plenty body though. She a bigot. Talking about.
she like 6'6".
Hey, she actually is attractive for her height, though. To be honest, like she don't look bad.
No, I agree with that.
I think she
Yeah.
just light skinned. I don't think she is attractive.
I mean,
okay.
there's not too many like 6'6" women that are like.
Is she only 6'6"? I'm pretty sure she's tall. Let me look and see how
Oh,
tall
look,
she is.
because I was thinking
We
she
just
was
saying.
6'7". He said 6'6". You were saying taller.
Oh, it might.
could
She
be
might
wrong.
be taller. Yeah, she might be taller, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we usually don't see girls that
6'8".
6'8".
got tall.
Yeah. The bigot. But yeah, nah. I don't think. I think that's one of my things though. I'm a guy to be like in my head. I always pick like, is it just that she's light skinned? That's one of my things.
Well, for a long time, it was it. A
Mhm.
long time.
I'd be ugly light skinned girls too.
No, I'm saying
they
that,
get
like,
away with
they
it,
get
though.
benefit of the
Yeah,
doubt.
they
So that's
get
what I'm
away
saying.
with
Like,
it.
you can't. I make sure in
That's
my
fair.
mind when I see one, I just nah. It's probably because
Like, if
she's
she
just
wasn't light skinned,
Right.
she'd still be pretty.
Exactly. I had to. That was something that we went through as a what we want to call it as a unit when we were growing up. That light skin
yeah.
thing was the thing, and then it's like, nah, hold
Oh,
on,
yeah,
you gotta check twice now.
Red bones used to be fine.
It used to be the thing.
Used to be fine. I swear to God.
Yep.
What's up with you, Tone? How you been?
Hey man, it's been a week. But I've been alright. I ain't even complaining. I've been alright though. That's the thing about it.
That's what's up.
Shouts to Mama Roz.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Oh man.
And I just saw that in the YouTube.
Man,
If y'all
what
niggas
else?
don't talk about something, y'all over here breathing in the mic and shit.
Oh,
Good God. Tony, what you got for us,
yeah,
bro?
Man.
I'm making sure he was ready.
That's all. Like, shoot, we able to jump into the videos this early. We normally check in and everything.
Right. How was y'all week been?
It was pretty all right. It was pretty all right. You know, middle of the month don't be too bad for me. Saturday was hot.
You pulled up to the park looking distressed. We had our
It was hot.
we had a nice little. I be feeling weird about like saying this word, but picnic. How should we say picnic in 2023?
There wasn't no picnic.
If we understand the historical implications to it.
You just gotta.
I mean, we
picnic
we definitely had like a blanket out there. We had the coolers, we had the snacks, we had some food.
Did y'all
we had
have
ices and shit.
Did y'all have any hanging niggas out there?
Any?
Nah, we
hanging
just
niggas?
call it
wow.
a gathering at the park.
Yeah.
Oh no! All right, so you're going to the point that I was making
Yeah,
prior
that's
to that.
exactly. Yeah, that's exactly.
But no, we didn't have any hanging niggas.
Yeah. So I guess it's not a picnic then.
It was just a gathering at the park, man.
Gotcha. So that's what we're gonna call
It was a gathering
like,
at the park.
Yeah, gathering.
we getting up and hanging out at the
we had
park.
to get together.
Yeah, so we had a blanket.
With a blanket.
Like, but I most want to
No
find a way to
KKK.
like say that without saying all them words. Those are a bunch
feel
of
you.
words.
I feel you.
We're having a gathering at the park
I
with
just-
a blanket and some food and snacks.
And then they would
there's
be
no
like,
hanging
a
niggas.
picnic? Nah, nigga.
Nah, it ain't no picnic, bro.
Yeah, nah, hell no. Hell no.
But yeah, nah, my week was straight, man. It
Mhm.
was I got some confidence with my sector swap, you know what I mean? Going to a different sector. I'm out here on that in them big trucks, bro. That I done,
Oh yeah, big.
hey, I'm talking about
them big boy joint.
eh.
And
I
then
know.
just stay out the left lane, bro.
Oh yeah, nah.
Just stay out
I
the
ain't
left
there yet.
lane,
I ain't
bro.
there yet.
I hate them big boys being in the left lane.
Nah, it is aggravating. It's aggravating. And then they'll be beside each other too.
Oh, bro.
And you know the thing about trucking is that it's so natural for you to want to speed up when the guy goes on the side of you to pass you.
Yeah, but you can't.
It's just like in cars, you know how you do when you see somebody get over, not me, but when people do that, they'll see you get over to go around them and then they'll start speeding up
I hate that.
and just make it longer.
Well, it just make traffic. It's
Yeah.
the reason traffic be traffic because of stuff like that. But I don't know. So stay at the left lane, man.
Yeah, nah, I got you, bro. I got you.
So I guess it would be good to kind of like speak to the audience real quick. So we are working on, or not working on, we're working through a new platform where, with the whole To Be Fair live show, we're going to be trying some new things out. A new thing, a new addition for this week is, check the link inside the chat. We have the live call-in.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to chop it up with us, y'all feel some kind of way about any of these opinions we give, you want to give your reaction to one of these videos, got that live call in, hit the button, you'll get in the queue, and yeah, we'll chop it up with you for about a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, just depending on whatever the topic and space is. Yeah,
Pun intended.
what was the pun that I said?
He said get in the queue.
Oh yeah. I got what did he say yesterday?
Oh yeah. Oh buddy, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Bro walked up. I ain't never seen nobody turn it around so bad. He walked up on us. He walked up on us, and it was the group. And he came in hot, and everybody looking at him crazy. And then just like one by one, oh yeah, I know your pops. And then,
Yeah, Charlotte ended up being like Charlotte's so super small. So it was a guy, he came up, and truthfully, he was coming up to sell his weed. That was the original piece. I ain't say nobody named or nothing. I ain't say anybody was trying to cop. But that's what he was coming up for.
Yeah.
But upon coming, I think that he ended up like seeing everybody that was there, and he's like, oh, let me pivot. And he's like, hey, I'm an artist. I play guitar. But he also was like a character. So he had like a really gregarious personality, maybe, where so he had a bunch of jokes here and there, and it came to where, as I'm just asking him questions, ended up went to Central, ended up marching at Central. And then it's like, oh damn, so Then my sister comes over and she's like, oh man. End up went to Barry.
That's
Mr.
crazy.
Suggs, Mark Center Suggs.
That's
the whole little shebang. Jeff ended up knowing his father. Just off like the random shit.
That's
and
crazy.
it was hilarious. But he had a funny thing when he was asking everybody, and like, what's your name? And I say Q. He said, your name is a letter? And yeah, he said, all right, so now we got all the letter people out the way, and just kind of was going around. It was funny. Yeah.
Bro, you set his ass up though. You like, what you think about Winston?
Oh yeah, now we had to Jeff Burr was out there. Alex, she
oh yeah, she must for Winston, ain't it?
Yeah. So I had to ask him. He said, what do you think about peasants? I was like,
oh, yeah.
Boy, Alex was done.
He caught it and windmilled it for sure.
Dang.
Oh man.
Oh, that was hilarious.
All right, what you got primed up for us?
Hey, whose videos we starting off with today, man? Look like y'all loaded up this week.
I don't know. Real? Nah, if I'm just throwing a guess out.
Either one. I don't care.
Yeah, let's see what we got here, man.
Hold on, let me see what you on. Man, I don't even care. It ain't that steep. Sometimes I just throw something in there.
Was
for a
that
little
Toby?
quick laugh. Oh yeah, that was Toby.
Where?
Oh,
right here.
Yeah, go to Toby. Look like he might have something interesting to say. In which, my bad, Chad. I put the wrong link in there. Give me a second.
See,
hey, this don't be different, bro. I gotta learn how to work this all the way.
No, it's
nobody would even see. That's how you know guilty. I'm sitting over here
It's
talking
all
to
right.
you.
You know what happened? Tone just wanted to show himself on the camera.
Nah,
Yeah,
I
that's
It's all
what
right.
it was.
He Tone when it
I
camera.
really
time.
wanted to
what it
figure out
was.
which one it was. It didn't work like I thought.
Said he got a new head wrap.
Mm.
Why are you feeling so hurt that you don't want to hear from me?
It does not make a man sassy if he blocks you. If he blocks
This didn't even
you,
go to the
you
right
are
video.
probably
This is not the
bad
video.
for
No,
his
but-
mental health.
Real talking
You
about
are probably bad for
This
This
didn't
is
even go to
definitely
the
not
right
my-
video. See,
My video.
it's that new stuff. It's just going where it wants to.
Or
Let's
you
try that
just-
again. All right, there we go. Oh, man. Y'all bear with me, man. This jank is new.
what happened.
It's some
trying to
reason
edit
it
this
took out the
video.
present screen, the share screen. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Once I had kids, what does it mean to you to have kids now? How does it change your perspective on life?
Oh man, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, and I know it's gonna be people that watch this that they gonna finally get some revelation on why it is what it is with me. Once I had kids,
Mhm.
I started thinking about all the people who have kids and don't look out for their kids. And I was like, wow, you really,
Suck.
man, what a
You're a
loser,
loser.
bro.
Yes.
Yeah,
Real talk.
no, what a real loser,
talk.
bro.
Real talk.
You really brought somebody here that ain't have no say so on how they got here, and then you hold them. And it's like, bruh, once I saw my babies, and like, now mind you, my baby was created in love and all that type of stuff, and I feel situations are different.
Mm.
But once I saw my kids, I was like, dang, it's really people out here hoeing their kids. And I was like, yeah, it could never be me.
Yeah, I think that was pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Wait, still he was like hoeing their kids.
Yeah,
I was
that's-
like, I ain't never heard nobody say it in that way. It's like, yeah, that's crazy.
No, you're right though.
My reaction. I think that very much so. I think he hit the nail on the head. Where, you know, when we get into like that conversation about deadbeat dads and different shit like that, to me, it'd be so hard to imagine doing that just because of, you know, like the space that we end up being in, where like, you know, that pride that you know what I mean, that you take, like when you walked in today, you seem like me and QJ was in here in the middle of like a workout set. Like,
Yeah.
to me, those are the moments that I'm sure in like 10 years, I'm gonna look back on and be like, damn, I wish I could just go back in that moment and sit in that moment again.
Yeah, my homie, his matter of fact, no, his niece went to college. Shout out to all of the kids that pulled up at college yesterday. You know what I mean? We definitely hope, you know, get adjusted, and we all you went to school too. Yeah, we all done experience, everybody in this room has experienced that college experience. We know what that first day feel like.
Ain't nothing like that, boy.
There's power in the word no.
There's
So,
power in what did that
just
come from?
advice for them. Just advice for the kids. There's power in the word no. You know what I mean? It's easy. Well, I'll say when I was that age, I was coercible.
Okay, I was about to say, like,
You know
you
what I
gotta
mean?
give some context. I didn't know what the hell you meant.
Yeah, there's power in the
I
word
ain't know
no.
where we was going.
Yeah,
I ain't know where we was
You ain't
going.
know either.
Huh?
You was lost too.
Well, I ain't the power in the word no. There's a lot of different.
yeah, it's
ways.
so
Okay,
many
okay.
ways that can go.
There's a lot.
Like typically, like if we like typically that goes down like a SA route.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean by that?
No.
Like sexual assault.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I wasn't there.
And
That ain't
that's
where I
why,
was going.
yeah, it was such a weird blurred line.
Yeah, no,
where I
that's not
think
where I was going.
it'd probably be good for you to unpack it a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. I get it now. But yeah. So when I was younger, that first semester.
Mhm.
Well, actually, no lie. I actually locked in the first semester, but then I got comfortable the second semester. And that was when I started going left. You know what I mean? I bumped into what I would have considered at the time like-minded people, which it was just, you know, you black and you close enough, you black and you close enough, and whatever we doing. And it's just easy to, you know what I mean, get sucked in. I know I got sucked in. And I was just, you know, like David Bennett says, I think he said a man, but I think just in general, what makes there's more power in the word no. No is the most powerful word you can use.
Yeah.
I think that's more of kind of what he was saying. But yeah.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, that sounds like we unanimous. We agree. What's next, Tone?
Let's see. Got another one out of German's folder here.
Oh,
You guys act black for $500.
Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom of the
That was top.
I beg your pardon.
I thought that was hilarious, bro.
I beg your pardon.
You guys act black for $500.
Yeah. That was definitely top tier. I ain't gonna lie to you. She started like singing Negro Spirit.
Negro Spirit.
And that's probably what black people used to do around her back in 1965.
I was gonna say she probably old, yeah.
I'm trying to figure this out.
Like she was used to them marching with their arms tied, getting beat,
shit, lady,
singing hymns.
She ain't hung out with a black person since 1965.
No, that's a fact.
Oh shit! You know what was?
And you see how quick she was with it too? It didn't even take her no time to kind of think of where to go with it. She, oh, freedom. How you gonna sing freedom?
Singing like an old black woman is
too. That was messed up, bro.
So yesterday, like just her singing freedom was like it kind of like spurred like a interesting thought from a conversation we had yesterday, in which it was a Knights game and the what is that? The national anthem was playing, right? And we was talking about how I've never thought to cry during the national anthem, but like when they be hitting like the Rockets, red glare, and the bombs start bursting, like tears be coming down people's eyes and shit. Like people, like you can see it on TV. It'd be like that's usually like you'll see that happen inside a bunch of different sporting events in different places consistently. In which it made me think about like, damn, how proud am I to be like an American? And like just again, like I said, like I do, like I'm not gonna like be a person that like I hate America. No, I actually enjoy and I'm happy that I live in America.
Appreciate.
Yeah, definitely appreciate America. I think that it's probably weird because foreigners probably appreciate America way more than we do because they're coming from like a more distressed situation. But yeah, let me see how I can put this into question form. Like, have you ever felt emotionally like taken back by anything that deals with your love for America?
Well, one thing I will say. The one thing, first, I have not answered that. Yeah, so I could see, and that's why I was thinking maybe people from the military, those maybe be people that, you know what I mean, the tears that it
I can see them for sure.
I can't say me specifically. One thing I did notice is that, like, when we go into these nice neighborhoods, like, you know, I don't lay concrete, I just drive a truck. But we're going to these nice neighborhoods. I'm talking about, you know, 600 plus house, you know what I mean? 600 plus type neighborhoods. And there's American flags all over the place. When I'm talking about all over, they got just about every house got one. You got the people with the flagpole in the front yard. And I was just wondering, I'm saying, you know, all of these people aren't military. And honestly, in those neighborhoods where you see, and I don't know what that the 5-point star, I don't know what that symbolizes, but you see that with the American flag oftentimes on these houses.
A 5-point star?
Yeah, it's a 5-point star that they have on the houses as well. I'm just telling you about an observation. I've seen. I don't know what that 5-point star represents, but it's the flags and the 5-point star.
Grove.
But yeah, there's a lot of the spirit in those higher, you know, wealthier neighborhoods. For whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but I see it a lot.
Do you see it within the black people inside those wealthier neighborhoods?
Well, in those neighborhoods, I don't see like an abundance of black people there.
Well, no, because I think for like the reason you see them in like more white neighborhoods is because the term American is, and I guess in their heads,
synonymous with white and white culture, and so their pride in America is almost like white pride, or, you know, it's pride in like their race, their American race. To them, it's white people. And they don't see all of, you know, the rest. I heard
of the
Jesse
country.
Lee Peterson last week.
Yeah.
Which one? That was funny. We had some of the video.
Yeah.
What was he talking about that?
That they need more white babies.
Oh yeah, that is right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Like white people, like they the drivers of America.
And so
he has White History Month also in July.
I remember him saying that. What he said, because July feels.
It just feel white.
Feel white, yeah.
Yeah. Do y'all think that as Black people in America, we have? Let me see how I can frame it. I'm trying to get to the root of the question. Is that, do you think Black people feel appreciative of America?
I think that the number one thing is, like, when we speak, just going back to the anthem and flag thing, I think that we don't feel, just like you said, white people feel that the flag and the song, the anthem is synonymous with white people.
We don't feel included.
Yeah, we don't feel like we fall under that just as well as they don't. So that's why we don't have as much of a tie to it. You know what I mean? And I think that's just naturally based on, the society that we've grown up in and what we've seen or heard from the previous generations. And, it just doesn't feel like.
It's not been a moment where we felt overwhelmingly appreciate by America.
Right. It just doesn't feel
it
like
still seems like the fight's still happening to get what we want, and then maybe. Okay. All right. Just was wondering. All right, Tone. We back.
All right.
We bite.
Let's see. I got something I think y'all will like.
Is it your mom?
See, hey, yeah,
he just
bro, not bro. Johnny, I don't know where the line is.
Yeah. She.
I don't know where the line is.
So I got a question. Do you not love Mama Ross?
Yeah, I imagine so.
Bro. I love it. It's nothing, that was our relationship.
Preach.
Hang in there.
Page threw me off for a second. Oh, I'm sitting there trying to click the dog
In
on
their marriage. It's a good one.
First thing you need to do is hang in there. Don't be so quick to give up. He's not all that good, and you ain't either.
The facts.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Yes. Preach.
If you hang in there. I've been married for 55 years.
Yes.
And I can speak from experience. It doesn't get soft. That's the same mama who told us that she came to the door with her fur coat and nothing under it.
Yeah, I think we just took the left. What are we playing organs for?
Women, get rid of the
great
nightgowns and pajamas.
This must be like a
Throw them in the trash. Get you some nice matching underwear. Come on now. I ain't talking about no bloomers. I'm talking about some nice underwear. Okay. Nice lace bra. Nice lace pants. Don't get comfortable.
All right, so the first question, what encouragement can you give to women feeling defeated in their marriage? It's a good one.
First thing you need to do is hang in there.
So that's what they're giving advice.
Got you. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with anything that was said. But it was funny to have the organs and like somebody for the start shouting out for that joke. That was funny.
I mean, I don't think they said that wrong.
Because they're talking about you and your husband and keeping the relationship, you know what I mean, exciting as she's talking about 50 years. Bro, you know how much creativity is, you know what I mean? How much creativity is going to take. Woo!
Make sure that bra got a lace on it.
Yeah, she was serious. She
said she had a whole sermon about wearing bloomers. Like,
no bloomers. I ain't talking about bloomers. Yeah, no.
She let it be known.
The thing is that we're still at an age where we don't really know we don't have anybody close enough to us in our age group, in our generation, to be able to say, I done 35 years, 40 years, you know what I mean? We ain't got there yet. So we don't know what it take. We don't know what it take. We got to kind of get And I'm talking about for in our generation, because we already have many times discussed the differences between our the generation and the marriages prior to our generation or our parents' marriages. So we've already y'all, I mean, we disagree, but y'all feel like the modern way is, and so we either way. What I'm saying is that we've agreed that there's a difference between the way in which both generations have carried relationships, and we've been able to be around and hear the conversations with those people who have those long-term relationships, 40, 50 years marriages, but we haven't got there. So we're gonna see down the line what our generation what it takes to sustain a 50-year marriage in our generation once we get to that point, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Okay, looked like you were disagreeing.
Well, I didn't understand like the framing of exactly how what you were saying, because I guess like in that sense, there's not like you can't really have any kind of a conversation about like in 50 years we'll see statement about like what like I don't know what happiness in a relationship today would look like.
Just say it's a fact.
Oh, like I said, I don't think that there's a conversation to be asked. It's just like a statement. In 50 years, we'll see what works. Yeah, that's a fact.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. I got another one. I'm switching videos. Let's go here.
NFL. 36 have been accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks. 117 have directly or indirectly.
All right, now just because y'all missed the beginning, he wants you to guess which one he's talking about between the NBA and the NFL.
Directly been bankrupted at least 2 businesses.
Hey, shout out to
3 have
Riz.
done time for assault. 71. I
Riz,
repeat, 71 cannot.
Rizzy Raps.
What are you talking about?
What up, Riz? I ain't never felt anything during them anthems, but annoyed because it's long as hell. The melody sucks too. I ain't mad at you, dog.
Guess which is it? Is it NBA or NFL? 36 have been accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks. 117 have directly or indirectly been bankrupted at least 2 businesses. 3 have done time for assault. 71, I repeat, 71 cannot get a credit card due to their bad credit. 14 have been arrested on drug-related charges. 8 have been arrested for shoplifting. 21 currently are defendants in lawsuits, and 84 have been arrested for drunk driving in the last year. How many of you think NBA? How many of you think
let's
NFL?
pause real quick, though. I've seen this before, so that's why I want to see. You said it's the NFL?
NFL, definitely.
Why you say that?
There's more players, they get paid less. They're not as, because it's more of them, they're not as known. So where like if an NBA player get in trouble, you're gonna hear about it. But like one of the 50-some players on the Panthers could do something and you might not hear about it.
Facts.
Also the fact that they're getting paid less, I mean they're less on the line for them, so you see more reckless behavior.
Yeah, and then that would be tough. Think about the mentality of being around these people who make all of this money and you're in the group, but you're not there.
And then another one is the CTE shit.
And I was going to ask
like them football players. Like I know people personally have been affected by that, so it's like that shit real. Like, and it changes, your brain, and that changes who you are. So I'd have to say NFL.
Which one?
What you think, Quintel?
I missed a lot of it.
I'm gonna restart it.
But it sounded like Newton just answered the question. I'm almost positive it's if you're talking about people doing reckless behavior.
Guess which is it? Is it NBA or NFL?
Nah, I wanted to start over. Dang.
What?
They want to play the same.
Is it
kind of a trick question?
Yeah, just
okay.
We're gonna let it
so maybe it's the NBA.
NBA or NFL. 36 have been accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks. 117 have directly or indirectly been bankrupted at least 2 businesses. 3 have done time for assault. 71, I repeat, 71 cannot get a credit card due to their bad credit. 14 have been arrested on drug-related charges. 8 have been arrested for shoplifting. 21 currently are defendants in lawsuits, and 84 have been arrested for drunk driving in the last year.
in the last
How many
year.
of you think NBA? How many of you think NFL? Well, the answer is neither. It's the 435 members of the United States Congress.
Crazy, ain't it?
I guess
I had to now re-listen to it again with the context
that's crazy. When I heard it,
but
just the fact that the what he said, like 81 of them, or no, like 70 something of them can't get a credit card due to bad credit. Just that, like, bro, the drunk driving and like how we this is at this point, this lets you see like, bro, this whole that system is corrupt, bro.
Right.
You're literally holding us. If you can keep that job, you're holding us as the civilians to a higher standard than you're holding yourselves.
Yeah.
And I was hearing about them, the leaders of these different organizations within the government. They're saying that they're not supposed to be able to buy stock in the sector in which they work. Bro, they buying crazy amounts of stock.
What they do is they'll have like their husband
or the son or something like that. Yeah.
Do it. That's my best. You know, I'm not fiduciary, but my best advice I would say, if you want to invest, look what they doing in Congress. Look what they buying.
And they was talking about Nancy Pelosi following her.
She's like the most fire trader ever.
Yeah,
she be killing it.
Yeah,
she be killing.
That's
it.
crazy. You shouldn't be able to do that, bro. It's too much money in politics.
Just
all together.
You just gotta. Because I mean, they do. I mean, yeah, they shouldn't be.
But then you also have to be able to afford to follow them.
Yeah, well, that's the key.
Do you know what I mean? So
that's the big issue.
Your advantage is too high against you know what I mean? With regular folk out here, if you are trading, you sitting there losing money because you ain't got the inside information.
No, I feel
but you cheating. Yeah. And building wealth and
knowing we was about to go to war with Ukraine 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
Exactly.
Start buying defense companies and shit.
Exactly.
I ain't under. I was like, why the fuck are we supposed to be buying war stock? And I'm like, it's peaceful as hell. It's a pandemic. What we do? But they had that plan. That stuff be planned out 2-3 years in advance.
What's that?
Oh no, I just thought that can spiral itself into a multiple of
conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, to me, there are signs for everything. There are people that get paid big money to come up and follow the signs so that they can predict what is going to happen. So I mean, that they ain't really no conspiracy to that. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that there was knowledge of the Ukraine war. We knew that was coming prior to the start. I don't think that there's a way in which we wouldn't have
started in 2014. So it's not like something that's new, but they just knew.
Well, yeah, about to say, like, I think that wasn't specifically like. Could you see that the Ukraine war was possibly a thing? Yes, just given how. What was it? Whatchamacallit? What is that? Russia was taking over Ukrainian land. Like they had already had some infighting. What was it? Crimea, some shit like that. Like that would be predictable. Russia and like their whole little push with the UN. That wasn't like specifically what I was talking about. More so than like the idea of everything being planned out completely, and that can spiral itself into the world order conversation and shit like that. That's
I see what you're saying.
That's what I was hinting.
Yeah, 9/11 and all. Yeah, you can pretty much do that for every single thing.
Depending on how loosely you say like certain words.
Hey, we might really need to do a show on that too. I'll be having a whole bunch of stuff pop up, Q, but you know, we might have to actually do this conspiracy show.
I actually enjoy like that. Like
I'm with it because my thing, like conspiracy theories are a lot of times true. It's just nobody has enough knowledge to put it all together to be able to walk it from A to Z to be able to prove it.
And you know, the dope part is that to me, I like because a lot of people believe and can make it seem like they have the A to Z. You know what I mean? You can watch videos and people can convince you. You know, I like listening to it just to see. I mean, you can say all of that, and I'm still gonna. You know what I mean? That's just me.
You.
Yeah, that's just me. Like I'll listen to a thing, and if I'm convinciable, but I ain't gonna go if I don't feel like going. If it ain't all the way,
that don't sound convincible.
I'm convincible, but yeah,
I ain't going unless I want to go.
Yeah, but you can convince me to go though. You can convince me to go.
Like I think it'd be interesting just to do it live anyway, just to like get that reaction of like doing the research live. I ain't into talking no more at this point. Like I'm gonna show you the research. I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at. We can go over the idea like that.
Yeah, no. To me, I'm into all of it. To me, I enjoy. To me, yeah. No matter what the theory is, I think that I enjoy like sifting through the lines of logic and seeing if it's linear inside any theory. So that could be a theory about like the chair folding up right there. If it lines up, then I'm like, oh, that's solid. Even if I can believe it or don't believe it, I just like seeing like, does everything line up? Could it make sense inside a way? I think the word is steel man. Can you steel man your perspective?
Speaking of chair and a steel chair,
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody in here heard about Alabama.
Yeah, you see over there stocked up.
Yeah.
Go crazy on them real quick.
Only white folk around here. You might have, you know what I mean, need a few chairs.
Yeah, been practicing that chair jitsu.
Yeah. Nah. But it was funny. As soon as he smacked the first person with the chair, somebody said, "Oh, he going to jail." They had his ass in cuffs probably about 45 seconds later.
I wonder if, like, when he hit that woman with that chip, that like unanimously ended the right. They was like,
you going too far. Like,
we gonna kill somebody.
We all going to jail, fucking around with bro. We all going to jail.
Like, low key, the police was letting him hit the other dude.
Yeah.
It's when he turned and said, "All right, fuck it, let's do it live." They said, "All right, come on,
bro, cause we was having a good time."
Yeah,
bro.
it was black police officers too. They was kind of letting niggas was winning, so they was letting them get their rocks off.
Yeah.
But he just took it too far.
And then she was already down on the ground. Shaquita had already put paws on.
She was like this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He murdered her.
The Montgomery melee.
Montgomery Brawl. Yeah.
Nah, that was just pretty
Oh
funny.
yeah.
Bro.
Hey, well, while we on current events, the Beyonce concert went on this week, didn't?
Hey, shout out to everybody that went out to Bank of America Stadium, looking like the Tin Man from the Wiz.
Bro.
I heard it was a lot of aluminum foil out there.
It was a lot of aluminum foil. I was
big aluminum foil.
I wasn't going to the concert, but I had to drive through downtown, not by choice. It was an accident.
Yeah, had to drop off.
It was terrible. It was terrible. It took me 15 minutes just to get around one corner.
Sheesh.
Oh, well, yeah, no, she was like South End, so I was able to skirt all that shit. But yeah, it was interesting. It was a lot of community members out there also.
Community members.
Community.
Yeah. And and like everybody had a good time. All right, so one thing I would say is that you definitely seen Beyonce's impact for sure. And I'd also say I think maybe she has the second highest grossing tour right now. The white savior, she going crazy too. Taylor Swift, I think like she going crazy on the tour side of the game. She's grossing a little bit higher than Beyonce, but Beyonce, I want to say she was doing like 16.5 million in revenue a show.
God damn.
And she's doing like multiple shows in certain cities. I think New York, like per night, they was doing like 16.5.
That's crazy.
Atlanta, what did she have? Like 2 or 3 shows? I think she got 3 shows in Atlanta. Like the Beyonce impact is real. And what I say specifically inside that demographic, like my stories was flooded. And the girls was treating this like it was like a real holiday. Like they was renting out Airbnbs, getting the little like the balloons. They all was dressing up. They had like the little TikToks of like the day before Beyonce concert, and they had like the little outfits laid up and like shit like that. They got the TikToks like now I can finally watch TikTok because it's my time to go to the Beyonce concert. Like it's a really, really, really big thing. In which I mean it's also cool to kind of see like that. I guess it's closer to like the Michael Jackson of like, you know what I mean, artists where people like actually really, really fuck with them. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess the only good thing, you know, the first thing I started thinking about was consumerism. But on a positive note, it is nice to
niggas can't go to concerts.
No, and this is what I was saying. On a positive note, it is that it's like, bro, with all the shit going on, bro, you have to find a way to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, just be happy.
Especially in your adulthood, if you out here adulting for real. Like if you out here adulting for real, you deserve to go and you know what I mean and have
put
that
on your
night.
tin suit.
Yeah, put it on, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Come out with the oil can.
What do you have?
You have a heart.
Oh, he ain't had no heart.
My man needed a heart, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, take one more of these. Tory Lanez, man. What y'all think about that?
I ain't really got an opinion.
I mean, my thing is, if you did it, whether it was Ricochet and whatever that, hey, bro, we all have to be accountable for our actions, bro. We all have to be accountable. And then he wasn't supposed to have the gun. So he got 4 for that? He got 4 for the gun.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so like it was like 4 or 5 different charges that he got that gave him the 10. And so I think the biggest one was the the fact that she got shot. That was the 6. And then the 4 was his possession of the firearm.
How you feel about your short savior being locked away, Johnny?
That was my savior.
Who's
your short king?
That was my savior.
Your short king.
Who is it? Javante?
No, Tory Lanez.
Oh, I thought you was going somewhere else. My bad.
No, he took down the biggest, the stallion. Like he was something that y'all could be proud of for a while.
We talking about the under 6 feet crap.
Nah,
when we first found out,
I identify with the baby for short niggas.
So you switched up.
Oh yeah, he popped too, so I guess that worked. Yeah.
Say I identify with the baby. So they gonna catch a couple bodies and all.
When it comes to short niggas, yeah, you gotta let them know.
Okay, that's y'all short king. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I didn't really have too much tone this week. I think maybe if you go up to the top,
I see one in the archives right here. I think it's pretty good.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, let's see. Dang, this joke is still confused.
She went to a job interview today. She calls me and tells
me and started over.
My girlfriend makes $70,000 at her current job. She went to a job interview today. She calls me and tells me she got the job and she's going to be making $100,000 a year.
The only problem is her ex from 5 years ago is the boss of the company. I tell her it's going to make me uncomfortable knowing that she's going to be around him all day, every day. I tell her if she takes the job, I'm leaving because I know I'm not going to be able to handle it. If she loves me and wants to stay with me, she's not going to take the job and she's going to go somewhere else. My question is, am I doing too much? Does that make me insecure? If you were her, what would you do?
Child, I mean, 100,000. Is he being insecure? He don't want her around the ex. Did he say fiance? Are they getting married?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, she's saying that. You know something and I think me and Tom might have had this conversation recently. My thing is, I don't really care if you're saying whatever reasoning you give for me not wanting my woman to be around a guy. I'll be insecure. I don't care. I don't care what you call me. This is still where I'm standing at. You ain't gonna be able to give me to make me feel bad about no. If I don't feel comfortable with it, then I just don't feel comfortable with it. You can call whatever name you want to call. I still don't feel comfortable with it. What it is that I think that she should make whatever decision she's gonna make. At the end of the day, if he's not comfortable, if she want to take the job, take the job. You know what I mean? Especially if you ain't no kids involved, and you know what I mean. You take the job. If your priority is the bread, go and take the job and do what you got to do. If y'all got a family and your priority is the family, then there's a little deeper thinking that probably needs to go into your decision. But yeah, the whole insecure thing, I don't really care. It's like, oh, so she should just be able to wear whatever she wants. All of that shit be talking about, oh, he's just insecure. Bro, whatever you want to say, call it whatever you want. I still don't want such and such to go down.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, you can be insecure. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like if that ain't like,
it's a human fucking.
Well, it's also boundaries. Like if we're in a relationship and I'm telling you I got you, you got me, and I tell you not comfortable with this, that should be it. But now, like you can have a discussion and be like, well, I want to do it because this, and if you give me this certain, we can talk about it,
right?
But I feel the way I feel, and like if he feels that I can't handle it, he can't handle it. Period, blank. And we shouldn't question nobody about their relationships and the boundaries that they set for their relationships. I just love to see people stand up. Like you say, this is my boundary, and somebody cross it.
But does that make it less insecure still?
It can be insecure. Like I mean, but like,
said it, all right, so y'all aren't like saying that it's not insecure. You're saying that it's fair for him to be insecure.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So all right. So y'all answer to the question is yes. Then
is it insecure? Yes, but it's okay. It's a fair. It's fair to feel that way in a relationship.
Yeah, because we've seen the use of the insecure thing in multiple different scenarios within the relationship dynamic. The men being insecure because of a whole bunch of different little reasons. You could say at the end of the day, it's almost like when you stand on what you feel and it goes against
what she feels.
Exactly, then it's the reason behind it is that you can't handle her being herself or her making the decisions that she want to make because you as a man, I'm not talking about this specific scenario. That's why I said in different scenarios we've heard this being the insecurity thing being pushed out.
Are you talking about like when it's wrongfully pushed out? Is that what you're pointing out? Or if like somebody's being insecure?
What I'm saying, no, when somebody is being insecure, just using the that as your argument, period, whether it is rightfully insecure or wrongfully insecure, whichever way, just talking about like where pretty much any time is being said like a person is being insecure when it is within a relationship dynamic. My thing is like, it's your job to make me comfortable. Right. You can say that I'm insecure, but it is my job to make you confident and comfortable about where the relationship is going. You can say insecure, but well, you might as well throw that out.
People act like if I say I'm insecure about something in our relationship, a lot of people act like, oh, well, that's your problem. You fix it. You handle that. And it's like, no, you're making me feel insecure about it.
But I guess it like there's pieces to this part. And I don't know. It just seems like y'all like super surface level in it right now. I want to go like actually with this example because like y'all didn't really dive into like what the real question is asking is it insecure and do you think it's justified? In which for them it seems as though and maybe
yes,
you could
and yes.
Okay, and why do you think that in this scenario it's justified? Like X of 5 years being the reason why she can't make $40,000 more.
I thought it was 30, right? She made 70 in this one.
Whatever. All right, there we go.
30, it's fine. I just want to make sure we're on the same.
Yeah, so yes, $30,000 more. I imagine she's working. Y'all probably are inside like a regular scenario in which maybe she's now going to be like that 30,000 can help y'all in general. And if she's not like they've been cut off, like she got hired through like a different way outside of like him hitting her DM and bringing her in. And it's just the fact that he's literally her boss. Some guy that she dated 5 years ago. Why do you feel that is justifiable in like telling her the ultimatum is you take that job, we done. So what you can't advance inside your career.
What he's doing is the thing is that there's a level of honesty that just is what it is. It's actually hard for you to even say that. Like, I'm going to feel a way. And I know that this is going to interfere with how I know that this within myself, this is going to create problems for us.
Gotcha. Well, Johnny said that it's justified. So I would like to hear.
Well, my thing is, and my thing is, like I said, we don't know all the ins and outs of their relationship. So,
but if they've never had any cheating, like she hasn't been in contact with this person.
Is it like in a perfect scenario?
Yeah, like the way this scenario, like only given what has been said right now. Not like she's not a cheater. The guy hasn't been worried about her. Like they've been 5 years, no contact. And this is a job. Scenario. This is a job scenario that's going to advance her career.
Well, then if it's set up perfect like that, and it ain't,
why would you assume all the negative?
Because he's insecure. So I figure there has to be a reason or action.
But you could simply be insecure at the fact that my girl is going to be around somebody, and I might not trust her, i.e., or women that surround people that they.
I would just like to reverse the situation. Also, like if you was to reverse the situation and look at it, like say as a man, you get offered a job that's going to pay you $30,000 more, but you'll be around your ex-girlfriend. She ain't got to be the boss. She just work at the job, and your woman knows that. Your current woman knows that. And that you was with this woman 5 years ago, and she tell you, "No, I don't want you to work at this job.
Or we done."
Yeah.
Or we done. Yeah.
Like that shit sound crazy. That's what you would say.
I would say that at the end of the day, see, this is the thing. If you are insecure about it, then I can't say that you're wrongfully insecure. That's how you feel. That's how people always talk about. You can't tell me how I'm supposed to feel.
Right.
You can't tell me how I'm supposed to feel.
I don't have to like adhere to that.
And that's the thing.
It doesn't have to be justified.
And that's the thing. It could be the same way. If you're still going to do it and we're going to just dissolve, then that's what it is. If you stand on your square and you're going to make that decision, not stand on my square, and I know this is going to make me feel uneasy on a regular basis, I'm not willing to put myself through whatever this emotional experience could be, then I'll just opt out. And I don't think that's wrong on either side.
And see, I feel like the real conversation that's supposed to be there when that happens or whatever is that you're supposed to ask you're supposed to come to your partner and say, is there a way that we could work this rather than just giving them an ultimatum. Like,
right, and then
yeah,
you got like
you out.
You gotta have to start like thinking about like at what point do we trust our partners, and how much do we trust our partners? In which, yeah, I think that to me, I'm not going to try and be inside like a long-term relationship, a marriage, anything if I don't actually trust my partner. And it just kind of like is what it is inside that scenario for me. And where the balance of the conversation comes in at is, why am I insecure? Is it justified in my mistrust for the person? If it's not, then let me start doing some internal work as well and seeing like, where is this actually rooted from? Has she actually did anything to make me feel this way? Is there actually pieces of this pie in which maybe I'm going off an emotional reaction and I can kind of like sift through my feelings a little bit?
So you believe that if you felt the way about it, that you could however convince yourself that it's not really a problem, that you could be okay with it?
I'll answer it like this. If I felt a way about it, I would try to figure out why I feel a way about it.
Right, but I'm just saying, even if you figured out why, do you think that you could convince yourself not to feel a way about it? Even like once you felt the way, do you think you could convince yourself to roll that back?
Depending on what the reason is.
Okay.
Like, so yeah, if it's rooted in like a real thing, like maybe she has you've seen something from her, something about her actions, or this guy, like there's a reason for you to feel like he's coming at her, or like it's a bunch of different reasons, then maybe you'd be like, it's grounded in something, and like we gotta have to have further conversations. But there is also the space that we have natural reactions that aren't always justified. And like just because we feel a way at a moment of a thing, sometimes it like a piece of emotional intelligence is stopping and thinking and figuring out exactly why I feel this way and if it's justified. And yeah, that's just how I feel.
Oh yeah, no, and I agree with that emotional intelligence part. It is but I'm just being honest with myself, and like that's why I think like with bro, it was like an honest. I could see a person like that. To me, that's very human. I could see where you could feel a way, especially if like, you know what I mean,
especially based on the past.
Yeah, especially based on the situation and all of that stuff. Like going a little, you know what I mean. But we don't have any of that to go on, so I understand where we just gonna keep it at what's being said, and you know. But at the end of the day, for him to have that, it could be just that
bro makes more money than he does. Initial reaction,
but it could be, you know, bro make more money than he do, and then the fact that they would have that level of closeness. Maybe he's her direct boss man, her direct boss,
and they would get fired by HR if he did that too.
Yeah, but we don't be, we don't be getting niggas fired really for real. We just kind of
ex email.
We don't really be
right. Get him up out of there.
But yeah, that was a good one, Tom.
I like that one.
That was a good one.
That was from Q's folder from a couple of weeks ago. Let's see. We got another one right here.
Yeah, I think that this one's super simple, but I think it's something that I think is important for everybody to kind of like think through inside their relationships. What does it say?
Happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house.
Yeah, it says happy wife, happy life. No. Happy spouse, happy house. We all need to be happy too. Men need to be happy too. And I agree with that. I think that sometimes we get lost in the space of forgetting that as men, we also need to be happy inside, like whichever versions of relationships that you're in. And that in general, we all have one life to live. And there's a space where you have to find your happiness in that too. Whatever that looks like, whatever it ends up being, I think you have to find that for yourself, but only doing things that are for the happiness of another person, and like neglecting yourself over time is only going to lead to resentment. Is only going to lead to like it's a bunch of different ways that manifests itself inside projections towards that person, other people, your kids, where it is important to also inside a rightful space prioritize your happiness as well, and make sure that your partner is prioritizing your happiness as well. That's my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree with it. Like I said, we talk about mental health and everything on the show a lot. So I think part of the reason that men feel that way is because we put ourselves on the back burner a lot of times in order for the family responsibility, all of that. But yeah, you're supposed to do that, but putting yourself on the back burner over time is not healthy. And I think a lot of the issues
of extended time.
Extended, yeah. And I think a lot of the issues we have in this country kind of stem from men's unhappiness. And even if you go in like a lot of the red pill shit.
All of it comes from the fact of men being unhappy.
All them guys and all the shit they say, and when they start talking about women, it's from a place of unhappiness. And so that's key. Like you said, you can't, nobody else to go make you happy. Your happiness is on you. But you gotta have somebody that's gonna, support you. And when you're happy and she's happy, you come together, it's a happy life. But it's not just her happy and it's a happy life because I'm miserable or I'm over here not happy. Then how is it a happy life?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. So I mean, y'all covered it, in my opinion.
All right, Newton, what you want to go to, man?
This my folder right here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here go a good one.
Yeah, either one of them.
Johnny Pizzle Productions.
Let me go back here.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. Which one of these impacted black people the most? We got Jesus.
Specifically, that's white Jesus.
White
right?
Jesus.
White
Jesus. Fake Jesus.
Okay.
Got slavery, I think that is B. And C, you got Jordans. And then D, it looked like a crack pipe.
And which of these have impacted black people the most? That's the question.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's
I think it's A or B.
It's definitely not Jordans. Say, I mean,
I think it's
A or B because that was a section of time. The section of time for both A and B were just much more drawn out. So it will be either A or B.
I think B used A lot, and then A continued on.
So what is A described as? Is that like simply white Jesus, or is it like religion or Christianity, or what is A actually?
To me, I think it's just Christianity.
So Christianity
the religion
as a whole. Okay.
What would y'all say about like as far as like today's time, literally like from what we actually have experienced in our lifetime? Because all of these have been very impactful within our, like, especially within our lifetime. Crack era is like a big. We're still dealing with the big remnant of the crack era, like.
But a lot of people, like, I mean, I don't think everybody was affected.
Oh, we was all affected. We was birthed off the end. Like all of us was born like off the end of the crack era and stuff, or like within it.
Yeah, but I mean, not everybody grew up in like. Not everybody, like some
Speak
people
your truth, Johnny. Let them know.
Well, no, some people were what's it called, insulated from the certain effects of like the crack epidemic. Like
you talking about some people weren't in the hood.
I ain't say that, but yeah,
that's what you mean.
That's what I was about to say.
That's what I said. Yeah, I mean, speak your truth. Nah, I understand your perspective. The fact that like you didn't directly, like maybe all three of like us three, we probably seen like the effects a little bit more closer. Where like you said, you've been insulated from that, and I think that's a fair perspective for you.
And but I think
I wish I would have been too. I hate the fact that niggas be trying to fucking struggle, trying to know my struggles bigger than yours. Like, bro, I wish I didn't have it, bro. It was like I would rather have been insulated. But go ahead, Johnny.
Nah, but I just think the Christianity, that's something that like most everybody grew up Christian. There's not some people didn't, but even that, a lot of our politics as black people has been controlled through the black church.
And we're saying affected are we going to go negatively affected,
impact,
or just or are we speaking of just impact in general or negative and positive?
I think because impact could go both ways.
Yeah,
it didn't say which.
That's a tough one.
But I say, hey, that's me. But
that's a tough one for me.
Let's see what else Johnny got in here.
Out that we taste our coochie juice to see if we're healthy, especially the ones that don't eat pussy.
Let me rephrase that.
What?
I ain't know this shit. This shit crazy.
Taste our coochie juice to see if we're healthy, especially the ones that don't eat pussy. Wait till men find out that we taste our coochie juice to see if we're healthy, especially the ones that don't eat pussy. Wait till men find out that we taste our coochie.
That's just her.
Yeah.
I've never heard no shit like that before.
And it came in real hot. That was like, hold up, what are we doing?
Hey, no, the comments was I seen it before. The comments was they were sitting there talking, yeah, who don't taste their coochie juice? The only women.
Well, I mean, the thing is,
do it.
The thing is, we're men. You know what I mean? So we have no idea. That's why we all were shocked. We have no idea. You know what I mean? And I done heard them talk about pH balance. So you and me, you can. You know what I mean? Hey, I ain't knocking it.
I had no idea.
Hey, I ain't know that either.
They got
that joke came in real hot.
Yeah, it came in real hot.
Came in real hot. That came in pretty hot.
Out here with the wild stuff.
Gotta put that in there.
Oh yeah, put that one up there real quick. Wrong.
Oh, that's funny too.
I forgot I gotta actually share tabs and everything.
That go
Bear
with
with me, man. This is different now.
That goes to that Beyonce.
Hey, bro, ugly ain't he?
But your mom like it though.
I'm a snitch.
Oh yeah.
What it say?
I know Blue can't wait till school start back. Beyonce working the shit out of her.
How old is Blue now?
11.
11.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I actually think that's fire.
It's fire.
I think that's like super fire. You
Yeah,
can tell
I seen
like
little clips.
she enjoys like the whole little dancing thing and because I thought she might have been like 13, 14. And like to see like she actually can do like a full show and the choreography at 11 that's close enough on par with like all the other ones. I think that's fire.
I think it's dope just to have her getting paid for her own contribution to, you know what I mean? So she's
work
working.
hard enough and,
She's working. She's learning. You know what I mean? It's definitely very healthy. It's definitely very happy. That's beautiful. I was watching a video. Now we probably won't get to it. I was watching a video. I tried to share it. Either way, I was watching a video. They were talking about the differences between the generations and why we stopped having so many kids. Right. So we know back in the day, 8, 10 kids, that was very normal. And they were saying that the difference is that they were having that many kids because those kids were also the employees.
Yeah.
And now we're having kids we already have kind of settled with the fact that we're going to be the employees working for the company, and our children will be working for someone else's company. So it just makes more sense to base how many kids you have on how many you can sustain yourself without their employment.
No, I get it.
I guess that it kind of, I don't know if I agree with the second half. I had to like hear you unpack that more, but I do agree with the fact that it was important. Like farm hands was a real thing. Like the more kids you had, the more that you could have them do more around the farm and around the land, and it helped a lot. I think that it's just kind of like a simple thing of like modern times, just is not modern measures to me. Maybe that's what you're saying, where it doesn't like there's not necessarily a helpfulness to having a bunch of kids right now. Like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
it was the
technology has made our life so much
easier to where like 2, 3.
That's probably it right there.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. By modern times is modern measures. Where like you don't really need kids like that.
And then we go.
That sounds weird for somebody that just logged in. Yeah. You don't really need kids like that.
You need them.
It's crazy because like the technology keep on advancing. It's pretty soon they ain't gonna need us. Like we're gonna be sitting on the side.
When you say you mean
these corporations like McDonald's.
Okay.
Like McDonald's, you go to McDonald's now, they'll have nobody working.
Yeah, that could have went anywhere.
It's a kiosk at McDonald's.
Do them need us?
Nah, see, he trying to don't pay him no attention, Johnny. Telling you.
Hey, community, get him.
Yeah, we need. We about to fire him, bro.
What? He said they. I was making sure he said them too.
Trying to make sure
I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I was about to jump.
Gonna jump off the cliff.
You gotta tell this man take a long walk on a short pier.
What else we got? What we got?
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
You can swim. You can swim.
Not really.
I didn't think so. I'm like, hold on. I can
go under the water and do it
for a long time. I don't believe you could swim.
I think I learned. I most learned how to swim during that time. That summer at Tonio apartment when we all was out there fucking our feet up at the bottom of that.
No, because like I literally was there. We were all there for this, and I'm like, this nigga, he told me I can swim to
Hey
the
man,
side.
all you gotta do is doggy paddle. Just doggy paddle, just tread water.
No, that was a Montgomery Brawl joke.
I'm gonna go to one more. I think this one good.
All right,
we got time for one more.
What we got, bro?
Montgomery Brawl.
Hold up, refresh it.
To say fuck that nigga.
Oh wow.
And then we wonder why we have to return our children to their fathers, which is the prison system, because the government is your baby daddy. Now give us our son. We fed him through food stamps. We housed him through HUD and Section 8. We the baby daddy. Give us our child. And they get to the point where they come collect. And now we look, and it's a pandemic, and it's an epidemic of melanated men in the prison system, going back to their daddy, Uncle Sam, who raised them via food stamps and welfare and Section 8. And if we don't do something about it, we'll just continue to perpetuate the cycle. Like, we didn't create welfare, we were handed it.
Yeah.
But welfare gave us all that we needed to say, fuck that nigga.
Oh wow.
And then
yeah.
That was I never really heard nobody say you're going back to your daddy. I ain't heard it being said that way, but
I mean, that's a good metaphor.
Yeah, I see exactly how she painted that. I see exactly how she painted that.
I mean, I think we could
Hey,
talk
for
all
real,
day
that's
about
that's Ashley Sarah. She's the reason I found out about 19 Keys and all of them. Like she was with them at one point. I don't know what happened.
Hey, be
but
careful with that time.
She don't know where to Alabama.
Yeah, be careful with that time.
Steal chairs, bro.
Chair jitsu.
I wonder what they charged bro with. I wonder if they gave him assault with a deadly weapon.
Possibly. Anything is possible. Honey.
Say again.
I mean, he's about the only one that need to go to jail. Though. Like, he's about the only one. Like, he fired that old lady up, bro. That shit was uncalled.
And then he had already rocked bro about 3 times.
Oh yeah, bro got CTE. The white boy, he got CTE.
Yeah, he should.
The ladies already handled it.
She had already got it together. I don't think a man, find
it was plenty white boys out there.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You could have just found another one of them, clocked him up, and everybody been all right.
He wasn't thinking. He saw red.
Yeah, he saw red.
Another one.
He literally, he was like, ooh,
facts. No, that's the
man.
fact.
The man said saw a head. He was like, oh,
yeah, tripping. I guess that's it.
Another successful live show. Shout out to the comments up there.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate
shout
y'all
out to everybody
tuning in.
that's in there. Hey, we ain't gonna start this today, but there's this little super chat button that's up there. Feel free to donate to the To Be Fair show. Cash App coming soon.
Yeah, it's getting dark, fam. We trying to keep the lights on. It's getting dark.
Well, no, the show's
I'm
gonna
just
keep.
playing.
I don't want them to think we about to.
Like we about to be.
No, joking, just jokes. These is just jokes.
Yeah. But now, like, of course, it is a production, and it costs money for production to happen. If y'all would like to show love, if we are providing you content, like hop into the live sessions, drop a super chat, talk to us. Also, if you tap into the IG, send us clips that you think we should react to during the week.
For sure.
Like we'll make it there. And another one. We now have live call in. We're gonna vet you. We get to see you before you call in. But if we having good conversation, you got a point you want to make, and you got a little bit more than like a paragraph for the chat, call in. Come talk to us real quick. Give us a little conversation. Fellas, y'all got anything else?
Oh,
I'm good.
Well,
put a pin in it.
It's effort. We'll do it live. We got Tone behind the boards. It's Q.
It's your boy Johnny P.
And we're real.
And we out.
We out.